the Godzilla.
He is modern age Godzilla.
There we are. Now we are on the interwebs, which is sort of how we start every stream by me saying that. So
Beholder,
warning you
beholder,
all
or
to
gazer. You know, it's
keep
like,
your most
yeah.
controversial opinions to yourselves.
Nah, never, Malachi. They need to be known by the
heinous
world.
things that I'm still not banned because, of course, nobody watches these. But
Thursday night was conspiracy theories.
here's the
Starting
thing:
off the stream.
I think we were less aware when we were younger. So go back to the early streams. You'll probably find something there somewhere. Of someone saying
I
something
think that
unfortunate.
goes for all young people everywhere. You know, you grow. Luckily,
Also, it's not like one of us are running to lead a country or anything. Like, who cares?
Yet.
when the revolution comes.
But you know what?
you know.
Those journalists looking for dirt
You know,
have
when
the work put out for
revolution
them.
comes, those controversial opinions,
They can,
you know.
Yeah, they can be like, and in this time, he says that he's a lich and will kill the world. That is a soundbite of me doing that. I cannot deny it.
There's probably more than one.
Yeah, he loves money.
Me and Haldemir have a funny story about exactly that in the real world.
God, yeah.
Well, I haven't heard it, and neither has the stream. I'm sure. Get some of that free-stream.
Yeah, for those who don't know, despite my accent most of the time, I am English. And after meeting Haldemir and DDS online the last time I went home, I was like, "Hey, I'm in the country. We should hang out." And so we met up and went to a pub in Haldemir's neighborhood or somewhere close by. I think I can't remember.
No, it was near. It was kind of near your.
Yeah, it was near where we were staying. Yeah. You guys
so it's just
were
like
kind
that
enough to
work.
come to us. Yeah. And so Haldemir had made the reservation well ahead of time, and picked DDS up from the train, and came and scooped us up from the hotel. We were all meeting in person for the first time, and vibing, connecting very quickly. Just got on like a house on fire with partners and stuff as well. We show up, and of course, it doesn't take very long for the conversation to devolve into, reminiscing about, past D&D stuff and different campaigns and, assholes who we murdered and, telling stories, laughing very loudly about all this murder that we've done. And I'm in the very, very corner of this pub. So I am, from my perspective, I'm looking at the rest of the table, and behind them, I'm seeing a whole bunch of other patrons. I'm like, damn, why is everyone in black? This is kind of bizarre, a bit morose.
Oh, no.
And it turned out that there was a, what do you call it? A wake that was happening at the same time. But Haldemir had made the reservation first, so I guess they were just like, yeah, put them in the corner.
Yeah, shove them in the corner while we have this wake.
So we were being those obnoxious people.
And then the perfect cherry on top of this.
Yes.
DDS opens up his hoodie as we're about to leave and is like, I'm wearing this D&D inspired shirt that says...
No, it was a Game of Thrones shirt.
A Game of Thrones shirt. And I can't remember what it said, but it was...
It said, spoiler alert, everyone dies.
Oh, no! Wow.
Wow, that's the post. But I don't think that was on you, honestly.
Just imagine. From my perspective, I'm looking at this table with my friends at it. I can see Dark's shirt, and behind
Grieving widow looks over.
Yeah.
Shakes her head.
Everyone
The
dies.
indignity.
Wow.
Honestly, the momentum we had, we were like, that's their fault. We're gonna keep
I mean,
going.
it definitely is for the bar. It's sort of their fault. They double book themselves.
I think
but
there's not much we can do at this point.
No. Oh boy.
Oh, you will give it to them. Their food was great, though.
It was really good. Yeah, I was impressed. Just looked like another pub, but it was better than average by far. For pub food.
My god, that is mortifying.
A good story. A good story.
Great story.
It's a good story once it's over, and you just...
And you're telling it later in retrospect.
Yeah. Oof.
Obviously, we had such a great time. It wasn't gonna like.
Oh, it was
dampen
awesome.
Our spirits anyway.
Definitely let you know next time I'm back home.
Yeah,
We
definitely
can go
going
find
there.
another wake to
time,
crash.
time to another funeral.
I'll
Yeah.
have to hunt them down this time.
Yeah. But you better be keeping an eye on your local
Watch the obituaries.
the obituaries.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
For that good funeral food.
Like,
Wow.
Oh my god! All right.
Speaking
Okay,
of funerals,
let's
Alright.
So
Put a
start the
Tarrasque in the
Tarrasques. Yeah.
Let's have a real quick recap from someone and then straight back into the action.
I think we
Very
set
good.
up like watch posts around Thylia. Realized that the dragon isn't going to come out of its shell anytime soon because it's missing its soul. So it was really down to the Tarrasque. So we set up our watch posts of people around Thylia, and then it just happened to show up where Arcarenia was sent. She started screaming, running away. We teleported a bit short, and then again to make up the distance. And then we've punched the Tarrasque in the face. We've taken down its front plates, magic reflecting armor plating. The backs aren't off yet. We have managed to use an abjuration, evocation, necromancy, conjuration, illusion spells upon it. It's from what we can tell, its hit points are like 0. Apart from when it regenerates. The problem is we still need to do the last 3 spells. And they're kind of tricky.
Yeah, to set the scene here, to segue into the action, the Tarrasque is by all accounts, it should not be able to move. Like, in parts, it is merely bone, tendons visible, ripped. Something is keeping this thing going, despite it having fallen completely apart. It does not even seem to be slowed. In fact, it just seems to be upset. It is angry that you are hurting it, but just as quickly as you're hurting it, really, it seems to just put itself back together, like flesh just growing out of nowhere, trying to put it back together. It is a massive beast, towering 200 feet. Every stomp it does, sort of angrily stomping about as it tries to swipe at you, really like causes waves to crash into the coast here. Even the occasional like crevice forming as the water rushes into it. It is thoroughly pissed and roars. As it, I believe, this is up to date, is Artemisia's turn.
right. What map
So-
are we on?
I think the idea was
Oh,
we're going to pop the back plate, right?
Yeah.
Because we want him to not have the resistances.
We want him to not have advantage on saves because all
Yeah.
our spells now we are all finagling trying to use not necessarily offensive spells to get those spells covered, and that gives him good saves. So
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, 80-foot movement, and it's 200 feet tall, regardless of where we are. I guess we can hit it. Yeah, we're gonna come. Aravander and Artemisia will swing around the back, and
Have some more water. I can
or we can just shift forward, maybe.
Yes. There, you have more water. You know, during this entire fight, it's sort of pushing towards the coast, just incidentally.
And then I click this here button that includes Aravandar's spy. I have initiative. I have advantage. I remember.
Alright, and you're attacking the plate. You
The
say.
armor plate. Yeah. So 10 rolls to start with.
The second attack hits. doing 23 damage, and have a piece of it falling off with your martial arts hit of a 26, doing the rest as the Tarrasque continues falling apart, now unencumbered by its plates, which does seem to give it some additional speed, as it will now get an extra legendary action each turn.
Amnesia's got nothing better to do than take those from you.
Yeah. You know, it's sort of tried to protect itself before, but at this point, it's just it doesn't care anymore. It knows it can't die, and now it's no longer weighed down. Then at the end of Artemisia's turn, the Trask will exploit exactly that, swinging around and trying to just rip into Artemisia with its massive maw. For 39, that is not in a 20, certainly. For 29 piercing damage, trying to rip Artemisia off Aravander here.
I mean, it does hit. I take 14 because I'm resistant.
And you are grappled. Gonna do it like... Whoop. That means you are grappled. Target is restrained. That is also important. Ariat. See Artemisia being ripped off Aravander looks ever so slightly panicked.
Yes, but that I could do anything about that.
Do the spells.
Yeah. Dude.
Finish him.
Yes, that would be great, wouldn't it? I don't have any of those spells. No. I could clean it with prestidigitation, but I don't really think that.
Oh.
No.
I could mend it, but that's not what I want.
Heal the Tarrasque.
Right?
I mean, if that's
I
what
could
it took.
enhance it. Yeah, the thing is, like, I can keep hitting it, but I'm not sure it'll... Will it do anything?
I don't know, just stay next to me so I can get the bonuses to AC.
Yes,
But,
sir.
I think we're just at the point of needing the spells to go off.
I don't have them. Yeah, I don't.
Neither do I. It's up to
Yeah.
Okay,
Darius. He's the most important
then
person.
I
Just defend him.
suppose I'll just attack and try to pull aggro. Argon will, of course, bite.
Yep, that is a hit. Argon just biting into like a revealed bone, which doesn't really seem to do anything. Like, this thing should be dead. It's hard to make it even deader.
Okay.
Maybe even just dodging or like pulling aggro, but looking after yourselves if you have wall of force or something like that. Like
I might just dodge then. I don't know what else to do. At least for this turn, then I can try and. I don't know.
Oh, you know what? If you're looking for ideas, Harry.
No, I know what to do. I'll cast
nice.
a hex on it. That is an enchantment.
Oh shit!
Well, it doesn't even have a save to it.
Yes.
It has been making saves, even though they don't normally get them. Although, does that go away with the armor plate?
Sorry, what?
Oh, I was just pointing out that it has been making saves, even though they normally don't get them. But then asking, did that go away with the armor plate?
I'm doing it on a case-by-case basis. Like, a spell that you normally would never use on an enemy doesn't say it has a save, because why would you ever, like, I don't know. With Hex, I'll say it will have taken effect once it takes some of the necrotic damage that the Hex does.
Okay, well, then I'll do a stamp on it. Quicken again.
Hex is a bonus action. Don't think you need to
Can't quicken at the same time.
Oh, true.
Yeah. You could hit it with a sword and
Yeah.
Hex would still work.
Shadowy blade.
I was gonna say I only have a shadow blade, hex blade. I don't have the shadow blade with hex,
Yep,
so I'm
you're
gonna
right.
have to.
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
because shadow blade is concentration, right?
Yes.
And hex is
Hex
2.
is 2.
So that's why you can't
No.
do
Yeah.
both.
No, hex is not.
Hex is. You
It
One
is.
hour.
Yeah.
Oh, concentration. Yes. Ooh.
So you lose the shadow blade, but that's okay.
You have the
The
dancing
Okay.
sword and
Well,
stuff,
then I
right?
can't actually do that. Can I roll a Eldritch Blast instead?
Sure.
With,
Go for it.
I guess, disadvantage. Yeah.
Roll.
Hey! 22?
32.
27? No. Disadvantage. I'm in close range, right?
That is true. The range attack in close range. 27 and 27 hits. For
Very
15
nice.
force damage.
And then it'll
you-
take the required damage.
Yes, it will.
Enchantment is done. Good job.
2!
A great one.
Mhm.
I'm not even going to bother applying any damage to this thing because it is at 1 hit point.
Okay. Great.
All right.
Okay, that was an incredible turn.
Yeah, that was good. At the end of your turn, then it will spend 2 more legendary actions because it has 4 now to swallow Artemisia.
Oh shit.
It makes 1 bite attack against the target it is grappling, and if it hits, the target is swallowed.
Probably just
That
translate
is
this
a natural 20.
one.
Oh,
I think
no.
it hits. You know.
That
You can't block a 41?
fine.
Artemisia?
No, I can't. No.
What?
will then be a total of 61 piercing damage,
30 piercing damage.
and you are swallowed, which means you're no longer grappled, but you are blinded and have bad times in general.
It's fine. Blinded and restrained. And taking 70 acid damage. You know what? It's perfectly fine because you know what does 70 hit points of healing? Heal. So I'll
Wait,
survive.
what? You
Alright.
heal on acid?
Darius.
I've heal in general.
Oh,
Spell.
okay, gotcha.
I
see.
Spell.
Can I make a quick Arcana check, please, Sheet? Because I was just about to try and cast Polymorph, and I wonder what happens if you polymorph while someone is inside.
Sure. Give me that card check.
I just
wanna,
bust out of it.
Yeah. Well, if I turn him into a fish, do you just bust out of it, or do you become a tiny Artemisia swallowed by a tiny fish? I don't know. These are the
Oh, it's the
questions. I
crab
kind of want to do it just to
situation
find
again.
out, but yeah, right. 22.
What does happen?
Yes, I will tell you as soon as Stack Exchange loads and someone else answers for me.
Darius wouldn't, but I very much kind of just wanted to do it and find out.
I mean, we needed you to do it just because then we only need divination, and you got plenty of that.
All right,
like,
I've got divination. I can work on that while Artemisia gets out.
Let's do it this way. If you polymorph this thing, Artemisia will effectively count as banished, meaning her turn is skipped.
But she
She'd be
doesn't
out of
take
the
acid
swallow,
damage.
and then
No, she would just be elsewhere. And once the Terras comes back, she is swallowed again.
okay.
That's okay though.
Well,
We
that
just
might-
need to stall. That's a good thing.
That's fine. If you
Yeah.
that's fine. I'll stay in a pocket dimension.
Yeah, actually, no, this is great because it would still be a. No, I don't want to do a fish. What do I want to do? Something not aquatic.
Penguin.
Let's see if he passes.
right.
Passes the save first. I'll cast polymorph.
That's the least useful animal.
Right, it is a
Normally, fish is really good because it would just ground them, but in this case, it would be able to swim away.
Actually, you can do something else if you like. It is immune to polymorph effects.
Oh, okay. I suppose I would I have known that ahead
Yes.
of time though? Oh, okay, cool. Well, never mind.
Would it still count
in that
for
case-
the transmutation spell effect, or
No, if it's immune, it's not affected by magic.
Yeah, it is just immune to that particular.
All right, I'll swim forward and cast Detect Thoughts, and focus on the Tarask's thoughts.
Nice
All right.
dinner. For...
Yeah.
That suddenly is
I
good
magic.
effect.
It's going to be a spicy dinner when I start hitting it.
What save does he roll?
The first effect from Detect Thoughts does not give a save. It just happens. It's only if I dive past surface thoughts to things that it is like.
Okay, yeah, that will be required to have that count for the spell.
All right, in that case, that's an action to do, so I have to do it next turn. Jarathaxel. Actually, no.
They do it like as an action search.
I already used. Did I use action?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I used it. That's why I hate returning to combat mid-fight. Jarathaxel's going to try and wrench open the jaws and try and get Artemisia. We need her to have her actual turns. Well, it's not like she can't do damage. She can't do damage. What else is she going to do?
Yeah, I can.
Let's do an.
No, Jarathaxel can't. Like, there's nothing to do. It's
yeah, that's fair.
damage isn't a thing right now. So
That would be an opposed strength check, I guess.
athletics, maybe. I don't know if are dragons.
I'm sure we can do opposed athletics as well. Although
It's
you will be
probably-
very sad.
Yeah, I mean, sure. You tell me. I don't know. Strength is fine. Strength score 23. Okay, it probably has insane strength, but I get lucky.
I guess it's 36.
And then I'll give myself 15 temporary hit points from that Detect Thoughts as well. All right.
All right, give me a roll.
Yeah, she's not going to blow Bardic on that.
I don't think it can actually fail.
Fine.
Yeah,
It's a pretty bad roll.
Oh, it does roll in that one, but it's still not strong enough.
Just. All right. Well, she tried.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on.
Okay.
If he rolled that, I will blow Bardic.
Yeah, if you
Because
blow
then
Bardic, you
that
get
brings me to a 19 without even needing to roll.
All right, how do we play this? Like, Artemisia is already pretty deep up there. I would roll it that Jarathaxel does manage to wrench this thing's like teeth open for just enough that Artemisia could get like advantage on a check to escape. But just extracting
She's opened
her
the door, but
yeah, just extracting her would be a bit too powerful.
okay. She's opened the door, and we've got another dragon right there who's her actual partner. So she just is. She's been eating a lot of L's this fight, so I think this is a great moment for her to be like wrenching Godzilla's mouth open.
Suffice to say that the Tarask is now thoroughly pissed at Jarathaxel.
I'm sure.
Demos.
And then I'll re-up her Bardic.
Seems like we've got to the part of the fight where I just need
She's
to
sort of on
tank.
first.
So time to do the second wind.
This Bardic will be piercing.
That really helps. So, bonus action to do. As an action, then I can blow some lay on hands as well. I'm going to be tactical here and keep 5 points. So I'm just going to heal 45 points of hit points and then keep 5 for emergency. Someone needs to get a hit point back for whatever reason. Yeah, I don't really need to hit it anymore. It is cool to grapple the Tarask, but I think I'm not of a barbarian to make that work. For now, I guess I will stay here and be ready to sentinel it if it tries to do something I don't agree with.
All right. It's the Tarask's turn. Let's see if it recharges its laser. He does not. Actually, he does. It's a recharge 5.
Well, shit.
There's a big old dragon in its mouth, though. So as much as it wants to turn around and laser Darius over there, because he's been casting plenty of magic, the dragon is the utmost priority. So it'll do its multi-attack targeting Dareth Axel here. That's gonna be a bite for a net 1. I guess it's pretty
Rip.
difficult to bite the thing trying to wrench your teeth open.
Yeah.
But 1 claw, 2 claw, 30 and 33.
Shit on slashing. Yeah, they both hit. Total of what's 46. All right, that's okay. She's a big dragon. She has so many hit points right now.
Followed by like waving her around, trying to headbutt her with its horns for another 25 piercing.
Horns, 34. Yeah, this one is what she's resistant to, so she'll take 17.
All right.
17.
17. It's
12.
12.
Might be way less.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at the attack roll.
Yeah.
So that would be 12. So heal 5.
And then the Teresk's whip-like tail, bruised and battered, torn in places, will still strike out behind it, targeting Ariad here. Ariad has been doing magic. For 27.
Harriet, you're muted.
Is muted. Yes, we're in the shield wall again, right?
Yeah, but you're next to me, so yeah.
Yes. So I have. Oh, I have the 25. Okay, then I will shield.
All right. The massive tail punches into the force you conjure, but it holds.
Yes.
Artemisia.
Imagine how cool we are with this giant, huge monster. We're just like sniping around, flying on our dragons, like in and out.
Yeah.
Like their flanks is like Artemisia is ready to shoot out of this. Come on, like this is fucking epic.
Actually, on the start of the Teresk's turn, Artemisia should have taken 70 acid damage.
Yeah.
He's resistant to all and still has more than one of the dragons, so.
Yeah. How long is the duration on your invisibility and stuff?
It ends right now.
Okay, that's good to know. Also look at the round number for the shield wall, I believe. Start of round 11, it's going to be gone.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. What round are we?
Top right in the initiative,
no.
round
Okay,
9.
we need to.
Yeah, I'm just tanking here.
All right. So what are we talking about for escaping here, sheep?
So escaping.
Acrobatics.
There is no DC to escape.
It's escaping the grapple. There's nothing that says about the being swallowed part.
Yeah, I mean, technically, there's no DC. I would let you choose between. Wait, why doesn't it say that? Let me look that up real quick because that is important. You can try to punch your way out, but you'd have to do quite a bit of damage in one turn, which obviously seems plausible for Artemisia. I would let you do a very difficult acrobatics with advantage because their Vexel is still like pumping the maw open.
How difficult is very difficult?
DC 24.
24.
With advantage, though.
With advantage. I have a plus 11 as well.
So it seems like a 50-50 with advantage, yeah.
It seems like a 50-50. Is that a whole action to try and escape like that?
That would be an action, yeah. It's only possible because of what Derevexo is doing, I'm going to say.
Oh, man. I want to be really sensible and instead put my resistances back up. But this sounds too cool. So
don't need resistances if you're not stuck in a terrace.
You gotta
yeah.
Get out.
All right, acrobatics.
We need a cool superhero clip of you like flying out of
bursting.
Tommy and Arvander like flying under you and catching you. You know?
No. Arvander flies under so that Artemisia can land and start riding him like a skateboard.
Right. Oh.
24.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Wait. Nice.
Yes. Huzzah!
like a bounce across the massive like stomach walls and esophagus of the creature.
We have that like close in of like your hand being put on. It's like as like it's noticing. It's like
Wall jumping through its esophagus.
kick off the teeth a couple times. Hip.
Badass.
Yeah.
Love it. And then
That's something you can say for the rest of your life that you've done.
yeah,
Incredible.
I'm gonna take the opportunity. Eravandar's gonna bite it because it can. Well, he's gonna miss, but he's gonna fly away as well.
I mean, if you also want to mount Aramanda, I'm gonna need another acrobatics.
Oh, I mean, all right,
Not as difficult, but I'll need a check for that.
sure.
Roll for skateboard.
28.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yes.
Right.
That
Yeah, we're
seems
gonna-
to qualify for an inspiration, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Instead of
I already
staying there
have
and getting resistances to acid and whatnot.
I already have an inspiration, but I appreciate the
It's
vote.
a thematic one.
Yeah, thematic one.
It goes to
but
Aramanda
yeah, I
provokes.
provoked.
Oh,
Yeah, and
yeah.
it targets Artemisia, who he would have disadvantage. And he hit.
Oh, jeez.
Don't get grabbed again by.
Yeah.
No, its mouth is currently thoroughly occupied.
Already occupied. I'm just trying to find my thing. Oh, where is it? I keep trying to look for it. Can't find it. There it is. Makes an opportunity and misses. Okay. Yeah, it does definitely hit. That's fine. But I just need a bit of breathing room.
A lot better than taking 70 acid damage.
Yeah, it's a lot better. Get a bit of breathing room and then I can recoup. Yeah. My turn.
Alright, speaking of breathing room, the Trask is gonna chomp down on Dervaxel here. A 31.
It's halved to 18 damage.
And the big old dragon is grappled. Too big to be swallowed, but it can still very much be grappled.
Yeah. It's fair.
Alright.
All right. Here's a thought. It just occurred to me that message is a transmutation and does not give a save or specify that the listener needs to be friendly or even understand you. So if you allow it, Ariat will like shit talk this Tarask in its mind.
Sure. If it's a harmless spell that doesn't have a save and you use it in a hostile manner, I would still give the Tarask like a wisdom save. But you can definitely try it.
The thematic that area, the
we
winged
gotta do?
messenger
Yeah.
will be.
Yes.
You're not wrong.
It's wonderful.
It's like,
Have some final words.
yes, yeah, exactly. Like, don't worry. Soon this will all be over. Your eternal torment is about to end. You will be recycled into a better world.
Right, it'll get a wisdom save. 17. I don't think that's not enough.
I don't think that's enough. 19 is the DC.
Yeah.
It
For
hears
mine,
your message
so-
in its mind, whips its attention around.
I was gonna say,
what
does it
area-
understand like celestial or like? Is there any like? Because I was like, I mean, maybe not like normally, but she does speak celestial or Sylvan.
The Tarask does speak a language that suddenly bellows as response to the message in Ariad's mind, but I don't think you speak Primordial.
No, I would have to cast comprehend language, which seems like not a thing to do in the middle.
Actually, I take that back. The Tarask is stupid. It does not speak anything.
Oh.
It-
Yeah, I just hear. I imagine I just hear the roar. Oh shit! Because it can answer, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's
So
not like,
since
oh, you
I'm-
can block them. No, this is a two-way communication of 500 words or 25
Oh.
words. Oh no!
It's
25
one
more.
continuous
Is
word for
one
the rest of your
scream
life.
one
Yeah.
word?
Yeah, there's 25 words of screaming.
Shit.
It never ends.
I just
Yeah.
realized
Just
that Darius
white
would have
noise.
also heard your message and the response since he's reading the thing's
Oh,
mind
yeah.
right now.
Oh,
He's like,
Darius
yeah,
looked up like,
it definitely heard you.
girl, you alright?
Now
Left
finish
around.
it,
Yeah.
Darius. Finish it before your dragon gets eaten.
Oh.
I mean, the Trask will certainly try this very turn to chomp down on the dragon. 24, however, that's not that one.
with even with shield wall doesn't not enough.
Yeah,
24
because now
hits.
it has shield wall.
No, yeah, another 15 piercing. That Bardic is coming in clutch.
Yeah, I was gonna say that fucking Bardic, man. Good call.
It also stopped it from using its laser this turn, so
And Darius is one hit
that
point.
yeah, exactly. That could have been very, very bad if she hadn't done that.
Alright, Darius, it is your turn.
Okay, Darathaxel goes first. She's gonna try and break her grapple.
Okay, that's in athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure that athletics is better. Let's try that. Come on. Yeah. Ugh, not great.
Oh,
Another
no.
Bardic if need. I do get to use Bardic even after I know the results of a check. Is it a DC or is it making a rolling? Or is it rolling against?
It's a DC 20.
Oh, okay, I'll use Bardic and break out of that.
Alright. Darius is free.
Yeah. Don't need piercing if I'm not being chomped. Yeah, she's free. She's pretty hurt. She would be down if she wasn't oversized dragon. And I think the rest of her movement, she's going to go and try and scoop up, go underwater and then rise back up, scooping Darius
Dress will
on her back.
opportunity.
It used its reaction on Artemisia.
That's a good point. Okay, it will not.
And then Darius will burrow into his mind. Can I get another wisdom save, please?
Yes. 29.
Yeah.
That's 20.
Keep
Oh,
concentrating.
Can I use my inspo to give him disadvantage? Is that a thing?
No, sadly not.
Yeah.
Keep
Especially not
concentrating.
after the fact.
And don't get hit
Oh,
by
I
laser
definitely
beam.
would. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Trying.
Yeah.
much
Hey,
movement?
that's a good. That's a good.
How much movement actually did she have? I bet she.
Okay, you can keep the inspiration for the
Yeah, for the
saving
save
throw.
against the laser. Yeah.
I'll
All right.
heal you this round, I reckon.
You could technically see invisibility. It's a divination spell.
Yeah.
Surely
but
seeing
it's
it
the same.
while invisible.
Demos, it
it's
is your
like
turn.
friendly casting.
Yeah, it is my turn.
We just
What
have
do
to
I
get
even-
one divination spell. Whatever you
What do
got.
I even do now? I'm sort of not really.
It did heal a little bit.
Yeah, it is
Divination is
regenerating.
not something I've got, so I
Oh yeah.
guess
I was, yeah.
the invisibility is the only
Yeah.
divination I can do. So I suppose I'll just tell its future, which is looking rather bad for it.
Hmm.
To that one there.
20 is a miss, 34 hits. For 24 damage.
Oh, I should.
Cutting at some of the regenerated flesh, but it's actually it has resistance. Sorry, it is hitting faster than you're slashing at it currently.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm just trying to keep it down. Do I have a bonus action left? You know what? I'll use my action surge. Just look at that. I can do it again. Get some more flesh out of it.
Slice and slice. It looks like it should be falling apart, but it's not quite. Anything else?
No. I think that's it. It took 18 damage from both my attacks.
It only had 19 hit points. Now it
Oh,
has 1.
Well, I guess that's why. All right. Well, that's it though. I just gotta try to piss him off. You know.
You don't really use enough magic. Darius has a spell currently running that he's assaulting
No, detect thoughts breaks if he saves.
Oh, it breaks. But
Yeah,
you
it's
still
fine.
use the spell. You're definitely the most recent person who used the spell against him.
It's true.
It also has his sweeping laser, and you're in a very nice line. And it will use its disintegrator, sweeping it across, like starting at Xerxia, down to Daravaxel, hitting all of you in a massive, like, almost rainbow chromatic beam that bends the light around it.
Here's, I need you to make this save. I can't have you turn to ash and be disintegrated to dust because we don't
I
have
an
a divination
inspiration.
spell. So
I have an inspiration. This is definitely
Oh.
the case for it. All right, let's go.
Oh, spell DC
No.
20.
Yep.
Okay.
What?
And
What?
it's
Okay, good.
Oh right.
The DC 20 dex save.
Force damage and nothing.
Come on, Argan. Oh, nope, not for Argan.
Remember the
Well,
bonus.
at least he's good.
Yeah,
on
plus
hit
5
points.
and advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's still
There
not.
makes it.
Oh boy.
Good.
Inspiration got wasted, but that's fine.
Daravaxel does not make it.
Oh no.
I was gonna say neither does
She
Argan.
came back once.
Wait a sec.
Oh,
Wait a sec.
no.
Wait a sec. I may have a thing for
Oh,
this.
I do it.
64. Hang on a second. I'm going to use Visions of Danger as Darius sees that Darathax is about to get disintegrated. You can move up to one of your allies. Doesn't matter that I'm in the air because she's next to me. And then I can cast a beneficial spell that attacks her, or that affects her before it happens. I don't think
Divination
I can
spell
heal.
that sometimes somehow hits the Tarask. That'd be great.
Yeah, right. I will cast Death Ward
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good
on
choice.
her right
Perfect.
before it happens.
That's a pretty good choice. Alright,
High five, man.
if you fail, you
High
take
five.
64 force damage as the primordial
Oh.
energies impact with you. If you save, you take nothing as you
64.
dodge the beam. You're still taking half damage from that. You either get borderline disintegrated or you dodge it.
Okay.
Unless you're
okay. Oof, Argan, baby. Luckily, Argan had
Darathaxel
not
is
been hit.
that brings her to 1. Death Ward.
The Tarask regenerates. Let's see. Demos and Xerxia, yeah, you both have ridiculous saves. Although you also rolled a nat 20, which helps.
It does help. Dex is not my greatest one.
Artemisia, it is your turn.
I will just wing my way this far and cast heal on Darius. You get 70 hit points.
Thank you.
Oh, thank God. Those 16. It's like, oh no.
If you got any left for my dragon, she's now at 1 hit point.
I mean, I have 4
Yeah.
charges still, but
But it's an action, right?
It's an action.
Yeah, it's an action.
Yeah.
Too.
So,
Yeah.
so I've got a decent chunk of health left, so we're gonna go in. And let Aravandar do his chompity chomp chomp. If only he got my
That is a
advantage.
miss.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, we need to keep doing 60 damage to it because of his resistance and heals 30 a return. So
I will get back to swinging hardcore soon.
Alright, after your turn, Vitros is gonna bite someone. Demos is just impossible to do anything against,
Yeah,
but
it's true.
Arid has like... Arid is protecting herself with magic, which would entice the Tarask. You're definitely the most magical of the 3 targets it has.
I get that a lot.
As it will attempt to bite Ariad and rip her off Argan. For 22, that's an add one.
No. Not me.
The teeth snap
Does
like
Deimos
beside
get
you.
Sentinel?
Yes, I do, but I don't want to use my reaction for it because if it tries to move and I hit it with an attack of opportunity, I can make it
You're
movement
right.
0. That's why I
Right.
have not been doing that. Because I want to be able
Good.
to negate its movement if it goes for Darius, or if you move away and it tries to follow you.
It is occasionally glancing over there, but you're pretty much blocking it quite thoroughly. It can't exactly walk through you.
Yeah,
I guess
that's
it
the
could
point.
push you along, but yeah.
I'm in its
Eric, your
square, so
turn.
I have to move.
Yes.
You got it hexed, I guess fall back and blast it.
Oh, should I not resummon a Shadow Blade?
Oh, you could. I don't know how many spell slots you got.
Oh no, I reversed it. I'm good.
I'm just saying, it's okay if you let me tank for a bit. It's okay.
Oh, you
But-
want to tank?
Yeah, but you just stand like here.
Where?
It's like behind
Oh,
me,
Like
right?
right
I still have
there.
the.
Let's not
Argan
be in-
with
let's not be in a line. Let's not be in a line if it gets its
Oh.
recharge back.
All right. Attack
Here?
of opportunity.
Let's spread out.
That'll
No,
do.
it's disengages.
Oh, disengage. Sorry. Yep.
Yeah.
You're fine.
And I guess Ariad will beam.
Can we move the text?
I didn't make the text, so that's up to
Oh
you.
no, I can't move the text.
No, we can get
It's not
rid of it
me.
because at this point we know we just need divination.
Just divination.
I don't know, it's kind of satisfying to see how far we got when we get destroyed,
I mean, sure.
I mean,
Go
yeah.
on.
I'm
those are
guessing
all
none of
nested.
those hit. Yeah.
Punch into it, but it just does not buckle.
Just beams.
At the end of Era's turn, it's just gonna start. I don't know. Xerxia is the most edible thing, so it will claw at Xerxia,
Yeah, targeting Deimos, of course.
targeting Demos, of course.
Yeah.
Striking him. 3 damage.
Darius.
Looks down towards Darathaxel, like heart racing that she just got hit with a disintegrate ray and almost died. If he didn't see it a second beforehand. And he says, I need to get above it, but please be careful. And she'll basically growl. And we're going to fly up and over it. And she's going to go here, but 30 feet up and dodge. And then Darius will offend the Tarask with possibly the worst thing he could try and cast on it. He's going to detect magic on the Tarask. Do you have magic, Tarask?
I mean, detect magic.
It's a divination spell, and I'm targeting him. I'm trying to see if he has magic.
To be
I mean,
fair,
I know
there
the
aren't,
answer.
There aren't really any offensive divination spells.
There's one. I don't have it though, and I don't even think it's in a book we use. It
Yeah,
might be.
the thing is, detect magic has a range of self.
Okay. Well, I'm detecting magic within 30 feet of me.
Yeah, but you are detecting. It's like you can see better.
Okay. Well, I guess I jump off Darathaxel. Then I'm going to land on the Trask and cast Guidance.
All right.
It's the only other thing I got.
See, I can make it speak abilities and then speak and then
Jump on top of it, and as you're falling, you touch it for, guiding the Tarask, which
Come
seems like an
on.
excellent idea. It will attempt to save. It fails.
That fails. It's done.
It is guided.
At least you can drop the concentration
Deimos!
instantly because it's a free.
Yeah.
I was gonna say fucking
Yeah,
kill it
I just-
before it eats him.
Yeah. I mean, it's only on ability checks, but yeah, I drop concentration immediately,
There's tumbles
towards-
down.
grabbing onto its horn. It's done! Finish it, Deimos!
Yeah, if you want to grab onto it, give me an acrobatics. Otherwise, you're just gonna tumble off it into the
Oh,
water.
that's fine. All right. I will do that. Let's try acrobatics.
For the cinematics.
20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey,
Gotta get the
yeah.
cinematics.
Come
Yeah.
on, this.
My
this is
backup
an
plan was
inspiration.
to throw the bag
Darathaxel's
of...
doing like a barrel roll.
Sure.
Superhero lands.
My backup plan was to throw our bag of holding in his mouth. There's a bunch of potions in there. Just hope that something would work.
There we go.
I mean, that's
Your
gotta be.
backup plan?
Yeah,
That's
like
gotta be an
clairvoyance
inspiration,
and such
Yep,
in there.
yep. Bag.
Yeah, I know.
of Okay, good.
no.
I was like, I need to
a bag of
appreciate my pun.
panties.
The Tarrasque gets inspiration for your terrible
Yeah.
pun.
Oh,
no. Suddenly everything it has 5 disintegration people that all pointed at
Magic is
Ariad.
one thing, but you made a pun. You must die.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the red caps from
Yeah.
13th Age. Every time you
Oh.
do a pun, it disintegrates someone.
Oh well.
Oh,
I'm sorry, guys.
Alright, at the end of Gareth's turn, the Tarrasque, angry, even more enraged somehow as before, will try to swipe at the intruder on its back with a claw.
yeah, but as he makes an
Okay.
attack, I get an attack of opportunity because I'm a sentinel.
Sure.
So have that, Tarrasque. I was
Oh
waiting
my
for this
God.
to happen.
oof.
The claw is also a
almost
net
crit.
1.
Yep.
Also, I noticed that I'm doing Thundeer damage.
Fun deer damage.
And dear.
That is 22 damage halved to 11. Slicing the Tarrasque. You know, it is thrashing at this point. The magic obviously having done something. Its regeneration still seems to be going, but yeah.
Now I can
mean-
start spell touching.
Where?
It's just a matter of time.
I'll put him down because I get my reaction
No.
back now anyway. So
It is your turn.
Ah.
First one is a hit.
oh, good because that was terrible rolls. All right. Let's spend a smite on that, shall we? Got a
Yeah.
third level one
Yes.
still, so
Yes.
Do it.
got that.
Do it.
That is
Alright.
what's that? That's 20. That's 39.
30. Oh. Do you want to know how many hit points it has?
20.
It
3.
40.
it does in fact have 20 hit points, and that is 19 damage.
Oh,
Oh.
Yep.
Boo.
I'm gonna have to finish it.
Of course, it's got to get its big final turn.
Archimedes with the
big.
kill
It's
steal. Wow.
It's gonna
Big
have
cat
to.
in a
No,
row.
Oh,
no,
I
no,
call
no.
it a
I
kill.
I gotta think. I glance
Oh.
to Ariad, and I do a quickened booming blade.
Yes.
Do it.
Alright, that is a hit. You know, you want to
Yes.
give me a description how you cleave apart the Tarrasque?
Yeah, I mean, Demas, this thing's coming for his city. He won't have it. No. It's not going there. No, but more than that, it's also getting to the point where soon one of us is going to die. Like, we've been playing it close. He strikes at the smite, slashing it. Its regeneration tries to keep it alive, but even so, it can't grasp him with its teeth as it tries. He can sort of leap off the dragon and into its mouth. It can't get a grip, but then just as it's about to turn away, maybe eat Darius. I mean, its turn is right after here, so he instead glancing back at Ariad and turning in its mouth to look at Ariad, using the move that he's seen mimicking her movement with her sword, sort of slashes the booming blade up into the roof of its mouth, piercing it and sending a shuddering thunder through before probably crashing down with it for that moment of, oh no, he's dead, he didn't make it, and then he sort of pushes its mouth to the side and climbs out of the broken thing, all
Yeah,
covered in gore and goop.
Tarrasque's expression doesn't really change as it dies, as if it is unable to comprehend the fact that it could stop, being itself. But it, after the assault of magic, disrupting its own whatever strange energies kept this thing going, they dissipate, and to the bottom of the shallow coastline here falls just this dilapidated, desiccated corpse of a grand lizard-like creature. It's no longer a god killer, it is merely a corpse.
Strike it with the
Fraps,
axe of Xander, quickly.
I was
know
gonna
it.
say,
Yes. Kill the Titan.
make sure to double stab it, and also, let's make sure that all the component. Oh, this is like magic, evil, ritual component city. This thing needs to be disintegrated
Just
before some evil mage is like, oh, heart of the Tarrasque. Oh,
axe of Xander will do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
It
dump it.
cubifies them, right?
Chop, 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 chop.
Yes, the axe of Xander connecting with the body of a dead titan will use its magic. The corpse disintegrates into this almost stardust-looking thing, turning the gore into actually something quite beautiful as the silvery, almost like rainbowy dust simply evaporates, drifts away, dilutes in the water before it disappears into nothingness.
Yes, Dimas tries to move on to Xerxia, who promptly splashes and pushes him into the water before letting him pick up on.
I will be back in just a second.
That was almost worth breaking a sweat. Glances at
One more.
the dragon, and then Hades.
Yes, Hades. Daria, whoever else hasn't gotten the message.
After this, there won't be anyone who could doubt our power. At first, they might have peace because of their fear, but eventually they will see that we do nothing with it. But there might always be more threats out there. Seems the more powerful we've gotten, the more we've discovered still exist.
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it? Also, apparently, this place is some kind of god killer prison. So
It was.
And with
Now it's something else.
the God Killer's gone, it may. Who knows? Maybe the doors can open.
It's home.
There's no more threat from the rest of the world.
I think simply it's home.
I hope so. I hope nothing more is placed in here in the future.
Heal Dareth Axel for the 5 hit points he's got left.
Oh, I was just about to heal her.
Got nothing more.
Heal.
She looks
Okay.
appreciatively. She would have gone
Right.
down even before that laser beam if we hadn't done the
Transformation.
potions. That was a
Oh yeah.
good call to use two of them here.
I will. I think I'll do some heals around though. One
Yeah.
for Dareth Axel, one for Ariad, one for Argon.
78 point.
70, yeah.
Thank you.
And I don't think anyone else has quite close to that except myself, so I'll use the last one on myself as well.
She's exactly bloodied. No more, no less.
Is
right
it
now.
better to heal it, or like if we can rest for an hour, spend some hit dice? Like, are we gonna
Yeah.
take a long rest after this, or?
Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
so. Dragon
yeah,
hasn't shown up
but
yet.
it's not like she can
Okay,
use
yeah.
the Caduceus for resurrection anyway, because A, don't need it, B, use charges already in the battle.
Yeah.
So might as well heal. Because hit die is like the only thing that you don't get all of it back on a long rest. So
Yeah, 70 hit points is a lot of hit die,
Yeah.
and it takes up a whole action to do in combat.
yeah, that
Good action, though.
So
staff is really good.
it's great action.
Good work on the spells, Darius. That was as someone who didn't go through any kind of magic schooling, I felt pretty understudied. Suppose this is what people feel like if they don't study for a test.
I never studied for the tests, and I still got C's. So Think about how smart, how high a grade I would have gotten if I did.
Right.
Artemisia
Kima
smiles
says
and
with a
says,
slight smile, self-aware now, enough these days to know that, of course, studying, not studying, and bragging about how well you did because you didn't study. Not a sign of greatness.
Artemisia smiles in being the gifted one.
Still, I got an S in gym, so it all weighed out.
Now we just have Big Red Dragon.
Yes.
So say like, do we just move like back to Arcadia?
Yeah,
Or
right.
did she nope the fuck out of there?
I
She
think
probably
she just
knocked out of there.
flew as far and fast as she can, and won't
Right.
stop until she reaches civilization.
As I understood, the God Killers still smell like the nascent scent of godhood on them.
Yeah. And realistically, Arcarania is wonderful, but she would not have stood a chance.
Her magical effects could have helped us. Or hindered
Perhaps.
us.
She already was critical before the fight even began, as was all the others who are now just waiting. Hopefully the lack of footsteps from this thing will be enough to give them the message that they no longer need to be sentries, but their
It is-
patrols saved this land.
It is strange, isn't it? That if we go back and we tell people what happened, I don't think they could truly understand it. What it's like to be in front of it.
And the horrors we faced.
I'm not.
It doesn't matter. It's
Sure,
the
I
opposite side of the coin
understand
for
Well, I mean, you've seen the temples they're building.
yes, it's
Artemisia
the
shakes her
opposite
head
side
at
of the
that.
coin from what Tanara was proposing. Yes, they couldn't see it, but that's what kept more people alive.
Yeah. Still, I will have to argue with merchants about their right to purchase people. So, in that regard, maybe some fear would have done them good.
Oh, that's been well taken care of already.
Yeah, but
I mean, and of course, it would be naive to think it hasn't gone underground, but he and Darathax have committed a few raids over the years. Slavers
I
apparently
just
do make
imagine we like zoom.
tasty snacks.
We zoom back to Demos getting like, yes, there's been, I guess, some random arsony in this turned out to be a slavers camp, and he's like, oh yes, that is weird.
I think it has been much more arbitrary than that. It's more like you know, he sees the fire, and then you know, Darius walks up from behind. And he says, "It is done. I found them. I found them all, just as I predicted."
Yeah.
And he was just like, "Excellent.
Exactly. It's like,
Good.
wait, but they have.
We will build back
They-
better." Right?
They didn't do anything criminal. Like, yes, but they were going to.
They would have.
You'll just have to trust. They would have. You'll have to trust me on that.
The Panopticon matrix is ready. We see everything. We scan all their thoughts. Nothing is hidden from the king.
Yeah, nothing sketchy about that at all.
Oh wow,
As long as they will, the only will
the God
good.
King.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Oh Jesus! Oh no.
Now there will never
Well,
be
that is
elections
very-
or any other choice of king. Just give us forever.
Well, if we all get
Like they had they
like,
once had Valis forever, but then she wasn't forever.
well, if we all like ascend, then 2 of the 3 kingdoms will have a god ruler.
And let's be honest, my half sister is in the third one, and she's a half god. So.
That's true. She's half god. Yeah.
But yes, we're not gonna take any crap from anyone.
Also, I'm 90% sure that Mitros was pretty much like the only city with a rampant slavery thing going on.
Yeah, it was pretty much. I mean, it is a massive metropolis.
I was gonna say
the
they
one,
would have had to
so.
get the slaves from somewhere also. So
No, the Minotaur. There were people who were criminals and got turned into bold people.
Yeah.
yeah, but have they just existed as slaves for
No, they were
like
just humans.
1,000 years?
They were humans, right? And it's been like hundreds of years, yeah.
Yeah, 500
Ugh.
years.
It's
They
weird
keep-
that
they
there's
kept-
still population.
They kept agreeing to be indentured servants of people,
Mm.
like agreeing
they
in
made
sort of
oaths of
quote, unquote,
service.
yeah, you know, like
which
a
is
white
totally,
witch. So
totally
But
legit.
they-
Yeah.
they
It's
become
only
wow.
also-
Now you're 12. Now you can make your oaths of service to your master.
Oh
Um,
right.
Yeah.
It's only
No,
been
literally,
500 years.
they would, put a, subjugate the Minotaur, put a knife to their throat or whatever, be like, now swear an oath of service to me voluntarily, or you die. And apparently that's legit.
Because, I mean, they mean it when they swear it.
Yeah,
So,
Mm-hmm. Well,
whether they
that's
mean
why
it
the
for
whole
the right
system of oaths
reasons,
needs to go.
totally agree.
motherfuckers
They
are
fucked up.
gonna-
Arinyes, just fuck them off.
Yeah. Well, kill Hades.
we might also have to deal with those dumb Tiamat people.
Well, the
At
dragon
this
guys?
point,
They're
they
crazy.
they want the dragon woken up so it can die. They tried to make a deal with us that hasn't happened, but at this point, we just sit and wait. They have to come and bring the eye to get what they want.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I don't give a shit
And
about
the more
that.
time that
Honestly,
passes, that's better for us.
if
Days turn
If
to
they're-
weeks, turn to years.
yeah,
The vigil
the
of the
ongoing,
cube.
the
Not gonna be
ongoing
helpful,
stalemate. Yeah.
That's all right. It'll give us time to ascend. God knows what huge powers we get if we ascend.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't want to fight a god killer while being a god. The other one kill me
Yeah.
first.
True.
Apparently, they have like auto crit on all gods. So.
yeah, that would
must.
not be great.
It would suck.
Still, a magic jar spell. Take out your own soul, put it in the dragon, and then now you're the god killer dragon.
Yeah.
Serving Mitros, being a paladin, god king dragon. Then you ascend as a god killer.
Paladin,
Now
God
you're
King, Red Dragon.
God king, dragon killer.
Put
Paladin,
Xerxia
sorcerer.
in, or you could put Xerxia's soul in the big red dragon, and then you're a god with a god killer companion, and
Though, let's be honest, she is already a half god, so
that's true.
she also.
There's so many half gods. I think
You know, that's
Yeah, I was
high,
gonna
that's
say-
Pythos lineage, right?
Their
It's like,
power must be pretty diluted.
We have
Sorry to
we have
say
an app
so.
like in Iceland
Yeah.
to make sure we never marry
Yeah.
because it's
Make
such a
sure
high.
you don't date each other.
It's like
Yes,
20%
yeah.
of the population.
God,
if
it
you
has a
really look.
half-life, don't you know?
I mean, he's had 500 years of dicking around, and
Yeah, well, he
Like-
really loves my mother's special, you know, and
Mhm, yeah.
he actually
Yeah.
loved her, so that's why they're
It's-
going to be
yeah,
together
it's
for
like
eternity now.
I'm sure that that's
crazy.
what he tells to all the fucking women he's
Well,
going
after
to
losing
point.
her, to be fair, he did turn into like a depressed, like a
Yeah.
that is
sad
true.
loser. So
But like, it's like the Genghis
True, he
Khan
was-
problem is that there's such a huge population of people like that are
Sired from
his
him.
descendants. Like, whether or not he's directly their like sire or not, most of the Mitros's population probably have some form of
Everybody's got a little bit of
origin
life.
in Pythor in here. Like, you know, it's the Genghis Khan thing of Asia is like 2/3 of the population can be like traced back to Genghis Khan because of all the dicking around he did.
I mean, to be fair, historically, if you go back, we pretty much have all the same ancestors 500 years ago. Like,
yeah.
like
Yeah,
it
'cause
just
of Europe.
statistically, you got to have a number of people. There were fewer people back then, and you have two grandparents, you know, each generation who then have two, who then have two, who then have two.
I mean, it's even more.
So very
perfect.
quickly, it becomes like just impossible not to have the same ones.
It's even more easier to come to that conclusion when you two are Danish and
I mean, we definitely do
we
have
two
shared ancestry.
are English,
Yeah.
I was
And
gonna say,
as
me and
we know-
Malachi do share some ancestors
yeah,
pretty
but
closely.
no, I'm saying like Denmark, has there was Danes law in the UK because of all the Vikings that took over, and
Yeah.
historically were very loved
Nobody
by
needs-
Anglo-Saxon women because
Yeah.
they bathed regularly. So it's like
Yeah.
even easier to draw that conclusion. And
Yes,
just
those
500
English
years there.
those English people only put water on themselves when they were baptized. That's what I heard.
It's like once a month or something, not the,
Well,
Once their
not
life.
not the weekly of those handsome
To be
Vikings.
fair, if it's
I mean,
like,
what was
I
it
mean,
me
during-
too, because they were getting rained on constantly.
During the
They got a
Black
free
Plague,
shower.
people blamed the Jewish people because they washed hands and feet when they walked into church, and so they didn't get sick as much as the other people who
Yes.
just never washed anything ever.
And they're just like, oh
It's
my
Yeah.
like,
god.
oh yeah, there's like, oh, that's
Clearly-
just my
clearly
oh,
flea
they
there's-
must
pouch.
be
Yeah.
cursing us. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why it's not happening to them. You're like, no. They just actually have any sort of cleanliness at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the rest of you are caked in filth just forever.
Yeah.
Oh god.
No. It's
Get
fine.
up to their fucking armpits.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
Nasty.
People did be nasty.
If we time traveled like that, you just die instantly because your immune system would not be ready.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, it would
Just
disintegrate.
immediately, so quickly.
It would be like a few
You could just like
days.
take one step into the city and you just like spasm and die. Like,
They just
Start-
throw you
start
on
coughing up.
the daily corpse cart, you know.
Although we
Yeah.
would also throw them some horrific stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like modern day influenza would decimate
Yeah.
like the medieval time, like, or just a modern day bacterial infection that that has grown in strength because of antibiotics. It
Well,
would decimate.
To be fair, there wouldn't
Europe.
be any benefit to it being strong against antibiotics because they didn't have any. So
It's true, but it was
would
strong
just
in general.
be terrible in general, you know.
It would just be horrific.
I have to say, Mitros, lots of bathing is necessary, and you like daily at least. And,
Why you gotta
uh,
live by the coast? Yeah.
Yeah.
Lutheria did good in that sense. Lutheria did good. There was lots of bathing, particularly with other people, ideally.
Yeah, but that was more like in the blood of the newborn or something like that. It's not really seawater is
I
fine.
feel like we can
You
have
know.
like big
Don't think
romance
Lutheria is not
without
what we.
Bathing in
the,
showers
the
of blood.
Yeah,
Most sanitary.
Lutheria is
They
not really what
provided-
we.
They provided the bathhouses. Now we just have to make sure they're mildly sanitary, and then
Mhm.
we're good to go.
So just
No,
scrub
no,
out
no.
the
What
pipes and
what you need is wizards specifically educated to control the water so that you get in and outflow, and to do prestidigitation nonstop. Like,
Yeah.
I want
that's what Mitros needs is plumbing wizards.
cleansing.
We'd all be better.
The
We'd all
Hallow
be better
spell
off
might
by
actually
it.
be able to make the city like constantly do prestidigitation, so nothing's ever gross ever. But then again, then people,
That's true.
if they grew up in Mitros and they leave, they would just be like,
Yeah,
they would
that's
have
Yeah.
their
no
immune system
hygienic.
would-
No,
anything.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say the system needs to be there and be boosted, but
It's
definitely
the
people need
yeah.
to.
education. That's where
God, you could
Yes.
make daylight,
Yeah.
like, but forever.
Mhm.
It's never nighttime in Mitros.
That
Smile,
sounds like
people.
hell.
Well, also
Yeah, I was
we
gonna
read
say
your,
that
read your thoughts at all times. If you're evil, you
Uh,
instead
Yeah,
force die.
if you're good, you have nothing to worry about.
Yeah. You have nothing to hide from a king, do
I couldn't
you?
even say that.
The royal family will
Cringing.
know everything. You know, someone comes and knocks on your door and says, "Excuse me, but you understand you've had a sad thought about the royal majesty. We're here to talk to you. We wish to make sure that our citizens are doing well, are happy, and fulfilled in their life. If you're not, we'll make sure you are, meticulously micromanaging you." I'm sensing some
Why
aggression
is your
right
picture
now.
of
So,
king not up on your wall?
man, Sheep, are you back yet? We're just we're devolving.
Sheep, we need guidance.
Guidance did solve this situation.
We are
That's true.
adrift without a captain.
Oh, that was a lucky one too that he didn't feel that safe. Right after that, he's saved for like 36 or something. You're like,
I figure like a clairvoyance a potion would have done it, don't you? Like it's a divination spell.
Maybe.
If you got like a bunch
Yeah.
of them,
I
we
was
can
looking
just
at clairvoyance.
chuck him
why
in
didn't-
there.
why
Like if
didn't I
he
use
drinks it, if he drinks it, then he's affected, right?
Oh yeah, the casting time's 10 minutes, but presumably if you're drinking a potion, it would just.
Just chuck it in there, and yeah,
Yeah.
you gain the effect of the clairvoyance spell. That feels like so
Yeah.
he would get a yellowish eyeball that bops somewhere he
Yeah.
cares about to see what's going on there. But I wonder where he would want to look, but you know,
Nowhere. Be using magic.
some god just suddenly has a Tarrasque eye flying around. He's like, oh,
yeah.
Oh, no.
God. Yeah, all of the gods suddenly have.
he's just looking at him.
Basically being made quarry by
Divination.
the
staring.
god killer.
I see you.
You're the one he would choose if he could.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
if
well,
it
maybe
could,
they should have helped us more.
yeah, that's cantrip sounds like it was a better option. And immediately stopped concentrating on it.
Yeah.
We got to have a very cinematic, jumping off a dragon's back to land on a
Yes.
Tarrasque, cast a spell on its head.
Oh.
That was very fun.
We did done good.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have the mirror of life trapping too.
Oh, yeah,
Will we
forgot
ever?
about
Will we ever? We gotta find a wall to put it on, and
Oh,
then that's for if you're not feeling happy. You get
Oh.
you go into good in a mirror.
Wow. Dark tidings.
No, it's just no, not happy.
Ariad
But
will be the first
if
one
you're-
in there.
if you're a bit wicked, if you're like a little scamp, then
You know what we're gonna do? That's where we gotta keep like all the history records or like the stories of what's happened here because they weren't affected by the like memory wiping magics.
yeah, I wonder if you could get someone to volunteer to be in there. Like they come out
Oh.
every 10 years and like have like an awesome weekend
Oh,
of just hearing
maybe.
what's been going on and snacks. And then
Some,
they go
you
back
know
in.
what? I bet there's a wizard out there.
He just
who
shows
will
up and he's
kill.
like, oh, so what's been happening this decade? And you're just like, all this crazy shit happened. He's like, oh, damn, that's so cool. I'm going to back in. Because for him, it
Yeah, I
would
was
just be
gonna say,
like week after
he
week
goes-
after week of awesome
He
time.
goes to buy a bunch of books, get the newest research, and then he just goes back in there.
It's like he just skips time.
Yeah,
you know,
see ya,
traveling
bitches.
back forth in the past. Until something
As you
happens
do.
and he doesn't come out again. And then suddenly he does, and he's like, oh.
Hmm. Something happened.
Or we all go in there. And then when the need is great, speak the word. And your heroes
Yeah,
will appear.
but what if someone then just destroys the mirror? Oh, do we just come out
Then we
then?
pop out, yeah.
But like, no. What we would have to do is have one outside that can then call the others, and we would have to take turns because we still need someone to protect the mirror, so
mean,
that
we
some
can't-
evil asshole doesn't just put it in his treasure
The real
chamber
thing
again.
is, though, we have the potion that
Yeah.
makes us live forever, so we don't really need to.
Yeah, it's true.
Just sip on it every 5 years. And,
Hey, maybe sometimes it's good with a break.
well, it wouldn't feel like a break.
Oh.
You'd just skip ahead to your perception.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad.
Yeah. All the passage of time, but none of the rest. Bruh.
You'd come out and you'd be 20 years late with your work.
Someone else has already solved the problem.
Library fees
Ah.
yeah.
Actually, you're completely wrong. Oh, cool.
Could you imagine how hard this would have been if we didn't take the Kraken off the board immediately when he tried to ambush us, which was so unlikely to happen.
Oh, and then it
And
just
also
comes
if we
out.
didn't, and then if we didn't have teleport, like we'd be so fucked. Thalia would be ruined right now.
But not Mitros.
Ugh.
Okay? The Centaurs would be lost, yes. They can thank us for the teleportation, but
We're like so far, 100%.
because at that point we would have to basically stick around Mitros and Astoria, but traveling like a day of travel time between each. So,
That was the thing when we stole it from the Kraken Slayer. Well, the temptation there was like, shit, we should use it right now, because it's about to come back. We didn't.
We could have taken the Kraken back then. We could have done it. You know.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't know. All those
I
goddamn
appreciate your
beams.
optimism.
I mean,
Those
all he did
goddamn
was turn me
beams.
asleep. To be fair, I was less of a fighter than I would have been affected by more of his bullshit. But...
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, we had less shit and powers.
And we couldn't see invisible stuff.
But yeah, that would have been a real problem. It would have just scalded away.
Yep.
Yeah, that we fucking crushed that one. That was... I did not expect that to work. Us having killed the Kraken.
What do we
that
do when
quickly.
Kinsenman comes back?
That moment when he the teleport that shouldn't have worked, and Ariad brings everybody onto the other side of not just on the other side of the wall of force, but on the other side of the Kraken, pinning it against the wall of force.
Yeah.
That
So
was a lucky roll too. Could have been very far away.
yeah, we should not have killed it that day. And you guys did that without like neither of my characters were there.
I was gonna say without your finagling of, like your hacking of D&D, both with your utility spells and your prophecy powers. You know.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty. Oh yeah, I feel like if Darius had been there, it would have been like.
No, impossible. We wouldn't have had the resources.
No, if he had been there.
Oh, in the fight with Kraken. Yeah.
Yeah.
This fight. Yeah.
No, yeah, the Kraken, like, because you're controller,
you
and
just
that's
put
really
a-
what we didn't, like, that's the only thing we were really lacking there,
Yeah,
like,
put a wall of force on either side of it, and then just stick us in there.
Yeah.
And,
That's the thing. Yeah, I think the only
just
thing
waste it.
I think if
I
I'd
put
been in
down the
Kraken
cloud
fight,
kill. You put down a
the-
wall of force on either side, and we wait.
the thing that was really the big question, and this is the one thing about it that I'm like, man, that'd be awesome, is did each of the Kraken's like appendages and everything truly count as separate creatures? Because that's where I dominate, is when there's lots of things on the battlefield, and the single target big bosses are difficult. So it was like you've put me on the board with like 18 different tokens. Yes, let's go. But if they didn't, then yeah, that would have been the only thing I would have really been offering, other than chipping away at it, is like counter spells. Some controlling, but like hypnotic pattern on all of those, or even fate binding, tying it to itself, could have been fun.
I almost expended all my spell slots this fight.
I almost expended all of my key points.
I have a first level, a third level. Yeah, that's it. Spell slots left.
Oh, I have lots. I did spend most of my sorcery points, but I have high spell slots I can interchange, so really...
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Like, if I had done my empty body thing again, I would have had 2 key points.
That's pretty good also.
Like, 2 key points left. Out of 20. Right, so many. I haven't been so low on key points since, like, level 5.
Yeah, I use a lot of sorcery points to do all my quick and shit. So really,
Yeah, sorcery points can go quickly.
yeah.
But I only use 1 key point a turn, except for that empty body.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean that one's also incredible. Like I can't.
I wish I had the empty body.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know what? Fuck it.
It's the best resource I think I have. It basically just doubles my hit point pool.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and you have a lot to begin with.
I have a lot to be. I've
Like-
made myself a face tank, not an actual tank. Like Demos.
Like as a barbarian, you feel awesome of like taking like half piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing, right? But you just do like everything. You're like, all right, okay.
Yeah.
Just
Especially
drops it
when
all.
Darius can just like
With the force.
put the tip on the iceberg and give me the force as well.
Yeah.
That I'm resistant to everything, and it just means that my 223 hit points suddenly become 400 and 46 effective hit points. It's crazy. I don't have any AC.
Yeah.
Only Darius has less than I have. But I have no real way of raising mine.
What armor do you? Oh, you don't use armor.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a monk curse.
It is, but I mean, I put my dex into the AC instead.
Yeah. Sure.
Which is pretty good, and I do get the shield bonus, which is a very rare thing. And I get unarmored bonus because monk.
Right.
So,
That's pretty good. Yeah.
20 as a monk is incredible, realistically. The only way you'd get that is a +3 cloak of protection, which is unheard of.
I'm gonna say I only have my AC because of my shield and armor and.
Wish I had a +3 shield.
+3 shield.
You
Crazy.
imagine that.
Yes, I can.
If only we had Vulcan to reproduce it, you know?
Yeah.
We should have chained him into that forge. I'm telling you.
Dimas, when I retire, you shall have the shield.
Mm-hmm. You don't
I'll
have
hand
to.
it over.
I am back. I have some bad news. I have to cut the session short because I am feeling awful all of a sudden. Hence my long toilet break. I will spare you the details.
All right, that's fair enough.
Alright,
It's
that's fair
if there
enough.
was a time, it's a pretty good one since we just killed the grass.
So we won't play
better,
next
man.
week. We'll play the week after, and it might very well be our very last session apart from the epilogue.
Wow.
Oh,
Guess we're gonna kill the
Fair
red
enough.
dragon, guys, and then no Lutheria.
yeah, maybe not.
It was all gonna end.
Ares has just been trolling me this whole time.
Or sheep saying this is just part of the long con.
Yeah, so it might be.
I will never
Well,
confirm nor deny nothing.
Well, because we'll die, that's why.
Yeah, true.
All right, sheep.
Yeah, feel better.
Go get better. Yeah.
Yeah,
Take care, man.
and stream, that'll be it for this time. A short episode, but a sweet one. We defeated the Tarask. We had a little chat. We had a good story about a funeral being crashed by Kenyans here. And
By incredibly
Technically,
rooting
the funeral
Really.
crashed us.
and with that, we will be off for tonight. Follow us in 2 weeks for perhaps the stunning conclusion of Odyssey of the Dragonlords. Bye.
Good night.